So you guys have just released your first debut album. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How does it feel to have a finished new record?
I'd say it feels amazing. Like anytime you can complete something, it's always great as an artist or as a musician to have a vision of what you think would be great or what you think would be perfect. But when you have to commit to something and say, this is it, I'm printing it up, I'm putting the artwork together, I'm going in the studio, I'm mastering these songs, I'm recording these songs, you have to face the gap between your vision of perfection and what you're able to achieve there, and it's a super challenge. So when you can overcome that and release it to the world and be happy with that, I think that's really at the basis of artistic achievement, in my opinion.
Now, on your album, do you guys have a song in particular that you hold really dear to your heart? Maybe a couple favorites that you have, and can you tell us why?
Furniture, Government Boy, and Hope are the three that I really have the most sort of passionate sort of feeling for. Hope is one that I really didn't. There's a fan over there. That was one more than any that I didn't know what that song could be or how good that song could be until we put it together in the studio, and then I made it. Because that was one that I was fine with playing live, whatever, but then what we got in that one, the way it came out, I mean, that's one of the reasons it's the closer on the album. I mean, we wanted to, going back to what I was saying before about the album being sort of, of a piece, I really like albums that have a certain, that have a flow, that run together in a certain way. And so we really ordered the songs and put them together so that they would do that, and Hope is the final sort of culmination.
Government Boy is, it definitely is a strange thing because it predates our president-elect. And it was more just about elected officials behaving like children and how we as citizens and just we as people have a certain expectation for how our elected officials should behave. And then it sort of morphed like the world sort of changed as around the song, at least vis-a-vis our band and our perspective. And then our president-elect came into play, and it was just so about him. It's not government man, it's government boy. Like, why is this person behaving in a way that people would characterize as childlike? And the funny thing is, really, like Gregory says, as we're sitting here, we thought, well, that the life of that song becomes, well, it's sort of arc peaks with the presidential election, because we thought, well, that would be a thing of the past, and effectively today is sort of the nexus of that song. So it's inauspicious, but Government Boy is very relevant to today, at least as we see it.
I'd say, piggybacking off that, I certainly love playing Government Boy, and it's really therapeutic to have this to present and just know that we were never a part of that ideology from the get-go. But something that we haven't really touched on is 1,000 plastic bottles, and I'm a teacher, and I really make it a priority to teach my students, refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle before anything, and just knowing that I could kind of let them know through music that this is how I really feel. I really love 1,000 plastic bottles.
All the oil's dried up, the earth's temperature's heated. I'm scared of Ebola, and it bears repeating.
Thanks so much for talking to us, guys.
Thank you.
Our pleasure. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate you guys talking to us.
What a beautiful fucking idiot.
I know, what better way to culminate than a big fuck yeah!
Boom.
Hey, thanks. We're Tall Walls. Come see us November 17th at Fingerprints for our CD release. We'd love to see you.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.